Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. It was actually something that somebody had suggested in the comments, and that is a quick get ready with me for LARP. Specifically, we're talking about the makeup stuff, because makeup is such a crucial part, at least for me and my character doing LARP. So I'm kind of hoping that maybe we can talk about some of the things that I do. I am by no means a professional. But it's just a fun chance to, I don't know, chill out with you guys, put me on the background as you're prepping for LARP season, and just talk a little bit about the products that I use, how I use them, and sort of the thinking behind, you know, makeup when it comes to LARP. Because I don't know, I don't often hear or see too much about it, because to me there's a big difference between cosplaying makeup and LARP makeup. I've done both, and I feel like they're, and obviously everyday makeup, but I feel like there's a difference between them. So let's just like chill out for a bit, talk through makeup for LARP, and yeah. I apologise in advance for the quality of this video. Although I'm mic'd up, I've had to use my front-facing camera on my phone because I use my phone to film everything, and the quality isn't as good. So if you're thinking, oh, this looks a little bit crappy, you're probably not wrong. So before we even get into makeup, let's start with a bit of a skincare disclosure. I have oily and acne-prone skin. I will always bring skincare to any LARP event because it's just so easy for me to break out, get sunburnt, feel like sweaty and dirty. So I've already done all my skincare prep, but if I can encourage you to at the very least, bring cleanser and sun cream. They're like the two things that I would definitely recommend, because even when it's sort of not in the summer seasons, I mean here in the UK, you will still get sunburn in April. We all got sunburn in April somehow, but we did. Typically I will bring a travel-sized face wash, like a CeraVe, and then I will bring my everyday moisturizer, and then I'll bring an SPF 50 sun cream for my face, which I think is like Beauty of Jaesoon. It's that one, because I do struggle trying to find sun creams that don't kind of break me out or irritate my skin. And that will pretty much be like my big three that I'll bring to every event, just to make sure that my skin is good. Because the problem is, if you don't take care of your skin and you pack on all that makeup over that weekend, you're just kind of like adding shit into your pores and into your skin. And I just always find that my skin is awful if I don't take care of it properly over a camping weekend, because you've got dust and pollen and all the rest of it. So after skincare, let's talk about priming. I do typically bring a primer because I have larger pores, and as we've established, we sweat, we have sun cream, we have all sorts. So having a primer as a base, I feel like can be quite an important step if your skin takes to primers properly. I use the Porefessional from Benefit. This I feel like is fairly decent. I'm not a big fan of primers, I have to admit. I will only use them sparingly because, again, my skin isn't a big fan of having them on like daily. So I will typically, this is like one of their minis as well. Again, there'll be a theme throughout this video, which is try and find travel minis or like tester minis that you can buy. Obviously not the testers in the shop, but these are great to pack up for LARP because you're not carrying around big bottles of stuff if you can. So this is, yeah, like their mini version, which has lasted me ages because I don't use primer a lot, like every day. So I'll just put this mainly on like my T-zone and my under eyes to make sure that I have good base on top of my skincare so that things can stick and kind of glide on a little nicer throughout the day, because we're going to be wearing makeup for, you know, 12 plus hours for like 3 days straight. So yeah, primers I think are a good place to start. I'm not going to wear a primer today simply because I'm probably going to wash this off as soon as I finish this video, because I'm just in my own home and I'm not doing anything. I'm wearing a band t-shirt. I have no plans. Apart from playing Skyrim, I've got back into playing Skyrim. We're not going to even talk about that. Okay, secondly, we're going to go in with foundation. This is a cushion foundation from the brand TirTir. I am touch and go with cushion foundations personally, but I find that these are very good for LARP because of course you've got the compact nature of them. They come with a mirror, which is again really helpful. It saves you having to bring like a load of mirrors in your LARP gear. It's easy to apply. You're not needing to like pack brushes and like put things on the back of your hand and So I prefer this for LARP. I also do prefer this because I'm not looking for a full coverage look when I do my makeup. TirTir can be very full coverage. On my skin, if I put too much, it will just kind of pill and like melt away throughout the day. So I use this quite sparingly so it doesn't end up being as full coverage. It's more like medium coverage. So what I'll do is it comes with a little puff. All of this is not sponsored by the way either, so just disclaimer. This is just all my personal stuff. We're just going to start and add a little bit, starting sort of again around the T-zone. And the aim is for me when I do LARP makeup is to balance making it sort of photo ready, so you've got that sort of characterfulness about it and it looks kind of polished, but also making it still feel realistic. So like when we're talking about foundation, it's not, you know, thick full coverage foundation. For me personally, I want my look to feel like it is more I say natural loosely because we'll get to the eye makeup and that is the furthest thing from natural. So yeah, we're just gonna start applying that, mainly focusing around my problem areas where we have redness, where we have sort of acne prone skin, and the aim here is just to even it out a little bit, really. Even it out and make sure it's kind of gonna stick around for as long as possible. I personally don't feel like there's much, if any, makeup in this world that is going to last 24 hours without even, you know, moving or doing anything. I've worn some great makeup products over the years, but the less that I use on my skin, the longer it stays on, in my opinion, like from my experience. Okay, we've got a nice little base layer on. We are going to do some spot treatment though. I have a couple of spots and I would like to cover them, although I still kind of like the fact that some things are peeking through and you can still, it still feels like I've got natural skin. At the end of the day, there will be photos of me and I would rather my acne not kind of pop out. Personal preference, I don't think there's anything wrong with acne. I have been to LARP events and not worn any foundation or base layers whatsoever. I've been and I've worn like literally my Estee Lauder full coverage foundation because I'm just trying out things on the field. This is the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. I'm also going to point out that my skin tone probably won't match my neck as much today because both my concealer and my foundation are pale because that's naturally my complexion. I have been out in the sun, unfortunately, so because of that, I feel like I'm a little bit, I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but believe it or not, I have got a little bit of a tan, but I'm still exceptionally pasty. So I'm literally just gonna put it on a couple of spots. We're not gonna do any heavy concealing, just on these areas where I have a bit more of an obvious redness and pimples. And I just use my finger to blend in. Just make sure your hands are clean, obviously. There we go, lovely. I'm almost finished with the skin, so that's how little I like to kind of just touch my skin. But we're gonna go in with a blush. I prefer a bit of cream blush because it saves me packing like palettes and brushes. I will try and pack things that are good quality, easy to wear, and easy to pack. I think just, yeah, that bridge between making sure you're wearing stuff that you enjoy, but also it's easy to use throughout the weekend. This is one of them. It's a cream stick blush. This is my fanciest one. This is from McGrath Labs. I think it's like their Divine blush it's called. I'm not sure. Again, this has lasted me ages. I don't want to go so over the top with this because my character is kind of meant to be a bit goth, let's be honest. She's a bit goth, but we do want to make sure she looks alive somewhat, so I will go in and just add a little bit of blush. It's more about, again, focusing on where my natural redness falls on my cheeks, so we're kind of going like a halfway house between sort of like a natural sun-kissed and sort of pushing that maybe a little bit more without going full rosy, you know. Again, just using my finger to blend a lot of this. I think fingers are underrated when it comes to makeup. There's so much that you can just use your hands for rather than relying on brushes. I love brushes, I have loads of them, but for my skin I've been more and more inclined to use sort of like fingers to blend things together nowadays. And I've put a bit on the nose as well because I have a naturally sort of redder nose. So I think to me it looks more natural for my natural skin to have a redder nose. There we go. I am going to set my entire face in translucent loose powder. I'm an oily girl. This is not, if I leave some of you are blessed, right? And you can use cream products and you look incredible and it lasts all day and it's wonderful. I'm not one of those girls. I'm not, so we're going to go in with the Coty Airspun loose powder. Again, this is something I've been using for years. This is something I've repurchased many a time. And I actually am going to go in with the mankiest Primark brush you've probably ever seen. Don't talk about that end. We're using this end and I push in the powder and I stipple it on because I just find that my skin throughout the day will get oily regardless. This just gives it a bit more of a fighting chance if I gently sort of push it into the skin. And also kind of stippling it doesn't disturb the cream product as much. So everything that I've just concealed tends to last a little bit longer if I gently push it and pat it in rather than swipe. I will swipe sort of down here in this area though, just to help blend any cream product that hasn't been, you know, blended in yet. I do just need to get a new brush for my loose powder. I am using like the little crappy end just to gently do my under eyes and on top of my lids. I literally powder all over my brow bone and my eyelid and everything because the oils will just appear everywhere. So now that I'm powdered, actually my blush is kind of reduced a lot as well because that powder kind of diffuses it a little bit more. So I could go a little heavier if I wanted to with the blush, but I feel like that's fine. It works fine. I think it's difficult to figure out sometimes making sure you're making sure you're made up for real life, but then also camera ready. Getting photographed at a LARP event is like really cool. It's not the main reason we're there though, really. It is for the roleplay element, but I am someone who does get a bit self-conscious. So if I see photos of myself and I go, that could have been, I wish I would have done that, tweak that, oh, like in terms of my makeup or my hair or anything, I do kind of then go, is that how other people perceive me? If I can notice these things, you know, I think that a lot of people can relate to that, the sort of seeing something after you feel like you're really good about it. You've done everything about it, you've done your hair, your makeup, and you look at yourself in the mirror and you go, great, feel great about myself, and then you see a photo and you go, oh, don't feel great about that then. Okay, we're gonna go in with eyebrows. Something that I do as a naturally blonde person is I tint my eyebrows the same week as going to LARP, because you can see my eyebrows right now because I tinted them about a week and a half ago. I usually tint my eyebrows like at least every 4 weeks if I can, because they are invisible. You can't see my eyelashes. I have eyelashes, you just can't see them because they're so blonde. So doing that means that I have to do less to my eyebrows actually in the morning when I'm getting ready for a LARP event. However, I will still bring an eyebrow pencil with me. I'll kind of focus it on the outer edges because I'll have most of the tint will be here, and I kind of have sparse hairs coming here, so I'll bring this anyway, but I'll typically use less of this if I have my eyebrows sort of done beforehand. It's that sort of, what's the saying? It's the high maintenance to be low maintenance. Is that it? Basically, you get sort of, you know, eyelashes done, eyebrows done, nails done, and that's like a high maintenance task, but it makes the everyday low maintenance after that, if you see what I mean. So this is the NYX Microbrow Pencil. Again, I've just used this in my everyday for a very, very long time. The only reason why I mention the products I'm using is just in case anybody is interested, but like I said, I am not a makeup professional. I'm barely a professional at anything. I just enjoy it. But if people out there are wanting, you know, just curious, there you go. Now you know. And as I said, I'm just kind of focusing on the outer arch of the brow and kind of exaggerating it a little bit so you can see it. I think I do exaggerate the ends of my brow just because I know how, like more than I usually would, I mean, because I know how crazy with the eye makeup I'm gonna get. So it kind of helps balance the forehead area a little bit more. Because I also extend the eye makeup out as well, so it kind of frames that a little bit better. Otherwise you're kind of left with shorter eyebrows. It looks like you need to like stretch the eyebrow like you're on a character creator and you put on all your makeup and everything, and then the eyebrow just kind of looks and you need to go Great descriptives there. I'm just going to brush them out again, get any excess. And again, because we're going to be going all day out and about, we're going to get some eyebrow gel. This is the Benefit 24-Hour Brow Setter. Again, little micro packaging. This is quite good. It does, so I put on quite a lot just in case. It is crusty, like your eyebrows will be crusty, but that's okay because I need them to just stay there forever, really. I like to think my character Celine is, you know, a groomed character. She likes to look after herself, but I also like to imagine her not doing it. Like, I know I'm doing a lot to be Celine. I like to think that she just rolls out of bed, grabs like some ink, rubs it on her eyes, calls it a day, and looks great, rather than spending, you know, 45 minutes battling it out in front of a mirror. There we go. It's at this point that I like to do my first layer of setting spray, because again, I am come hell or high water wanting this makeup to stay on as long as possible. I won't do any right now because I feel like it's a little bit of a waste, but I'll put on one layer of the, what's this, Urban Decay All Nighter. This is a really good setting spray, I found. However, I've read recently that the original creators of the formula have separated from Urban Decay. So if you're looking at getting this for whatever reason, just be aware that the Urban Decay formula, I think, is changing. Apparently it's similar, but there is a different company, Scandinavia, there you go, Scandinavia, who have the original formula, and Scandinavia are selling the original formula now. So there's a little bit of something that I learned the other day, so soz Urban Decay. We're now at the point in Celine's makeup routine where, as I said, she wakes up and she just rubs her face in some sort of like charcoal or something, and we're going to create a very messy but very intense eye makeup. When I was creating Celine, in fact, let me talk about her a little bit so you understand what kind of makeup look I'm actually going for here. If you've never played the Empire System, I'm not about to tell you about the Empire System right now, but essentially one of the nations where my character is from is called Wintermark, and that is a Saxon-inspired world. There's, I think, the Rohirrim from Lord of the Rings is like a big inspiration when they put that on the wiki. Another inspiration that I tend to lean towards personally is like Skyrim, which is a little bit more Scandinavian than Saxon, I think. But I think when it comes to pop culture references, when you look at Wintermark, it does kind of lean into that Viking imagery, and especially a lot of people around at Wintermark, I think, do take more of a Nordic approach to their looks. So I look at like characters from TV like, is it Lagertha from the Viking series? She's a bit of an inspiration, but more so, I'm looking at characters like Morrigan from the Dragon Age series. She is a Witch of the Wilds. Calavesa, which is where my character's from, is like swampland. It's like some sort of, you know, magical, mystical occult swamp location. I'm trying my best, guys. It's too hot for this. So we're going something that's a bit witchy, but it's a bit messy. It's not polished. It is, it feels organic. And this is why I kind of tend to like my skin stuff at the beginning, to make it just look like skin rather than very polished and put together. That is a general preference. You can literally wear whatever kind of makeup you would like at LARP, at Empire. So I'm not about to tell you what you can and can't do. This is just me telling you what I like to do. So what we're going to do now is we're going to do the eye bit, and it is going to be a lot of black. I think a lot of people look at Calavesa and think black is like the only colour that they wear. They're not too wrong, to be honest. I think it ties in with that spookiness. So my character does wear a lot of black, but she also has gold accents. So we're going to be working with black and gold colour palette today. I am pulling out this Beauty Bay eyeshadow palette, which I'm fairly sure is discontinued. I thought I saw that Beauty Bay was kind of like dead now. I don't know what's happening to it, but they have a really good black eyeshadow in this particular palette, and the gold. So we're going to be using the Hex and the Alchemy colour, so this one, and where are you? This one for my eye look today. I'm okay with this being messy because I kind of want this to be messy anyway. One thing I forgot to do entirely before this is tightline my eyes. As I mentioned, I'm super blonde, so I will tightline my entire waterline, and this is again with NYX. This is the Epic Wear eyeliner, pencil eyeliner. I have it in brown. I should get black. Black would work better, but I'm just going to tightline my upper and lower lash line so you can actually see my eyes. What we're going to do is we're going to create like an exaggerated, like this, and a flick. It's going to be big, it's going to be crazy, and then we're also going to do like a really smudged out lower lash line as well. So it's just a lot, you know what I mean? But I love it when I do it. It's just doing it is a bit of a pain in the ass sometimes. So let's just crack on. One thing I used to do before and I've said this in a few of my Hots and Knots videos as well for Empire, is I originally did my eye look using black face paint. I still stand by the fact that you can absolutely use face paint for your makeup because I think it's really versatile, and with it being face paint, I do feel like it has that potential to last quite a while. We're going to blend out all of the edges here. Being a Calavesa, I think it's a saving grace that you can just be messy and no one will care, because they're just like, oh yeah, swamp. Every nation has the opportunity to be messy. I think there must be at least one like messy territory in each nation, surely. Apart from Dawn, maybe? I feel like the Dawnish can't be messy by default, do you know what I mean? I feel like the Dawnish, even the Yo folk, they're like, they're clean. Unlike us smelly winter markers. I've never met a messy Urazeni though, actually. Okay, most of these messy. Let's do this. I'm just gonna say winter marker's the most messy, because I mean, like, we're quite sweaty, I think, as a nation. If you line up everybody in winter mark, I reckon we're a little bit rough and ready. Do you know what I mean? I say that with love, as a winter marker. Then I might be tempted to say Navarre, blood. Like, that's quite expected, you know what I mean? If you're going to be dealing with a lot of blood, then you're bound to get a little bit messy. After that, oh, you know what? I'm going to say marchers. Not like, I just feel like they're earthy, you know what I mean? Like after blood, what's after blood? Okay, you know, rolling around in the dirt a little bit. I feel like the marchers have that in them. And I'm going to say orcs, not because I think they're messy, but I feel like they are capable of getting messy if they want to. It's like at any time, Imperial orcs are like, there's always a threat of things if they want to do something. How many have I done so far? How many nations have I done? Oh, you know what? I'm going to put next Varushka. Similarly to Navarre, but I feel like the Varushkans clean up after themselves. Is that unfair to say? I feel like, you know, they do it with a little bit of, it's less sort of out in the woods, it's more like we're going to contain it to a nice little ritual out in our tent, and sort of like, if you know, you know, if you're there, but when we're there, it's gonna get crazy. What am I gonna do next? Next, I'm gonna put the League. I feel like the League is messy in a different way. I feel like Leaguers are messy emotionally. I feel like they're less sort of sweat, maybe potentially other bodily fluids. My discussions with Leaguers have been very entertaining. Who have we got left? Shall I say Brass Coast next? I feel like maybe Brass Coast. They're just chill, but I know some of them are messy. That's all I'm gonna say on that matter. Then I feel like maybe Urizen. I feel like it's just like a personal preference for them, you know? Like if they want to do something, they'll do something, but they're quite, I see Urizen as introverted. Am I wrong? Urizenis in the chat, speak up. I feel like they're on the least end of getting messy. I would then say the Dawnish, because I feel like they can get messy, but I rarely see them super messy. And then the least, High Guard. That would be my order. High Guard are too prim and proper. Again, this is entirely from a Winter Marker's perspective. Please tell me how wrong I am. Okay, now we're gonna go in with that gold shade, and I am just gonna pat it in the center of my lid and like really extend it up. I have hooded eyes, so I usually extend it upwards to give the impression that I have a larger lid or more eye space. I kind of want, because she's an astronomancer, I just want it to look like she's stuck her face in stardust a little bit, you know? I think that is the saving grace for doing this makeup quickly on a Sunday when I realise I've got like 20 minutes, is I literally just rub things on my face and call it a day, really. Only 2 more steps with the eyes, and that is optionally you can go in with black eyeliner. I do quite like to do this. I think it just adds like another level of detail. It's like quite hard to see, it's black on black, but again I think it just helps draw out some of the edges of my eye, and then I can extend it. It also means that if I have the black eyeshadow sort of smear or wear out throughout the day, the eyeliner is less likely to do that. So I'll at least always have this sort of really black rim around the top of my eye and kind of keep that shape, because I'm going to add a little wing as well. This is the NYX Epic ink liner, by the way. There we go. And lastly, we're just going to pop on some mascara. This is the L'Oreal Paradise Big Deal mascara that I'm using today. I usually go in with 2 coats just to like really clump them up, make it really add to that messy look. It doesn't matter if any get on the eyelid either, it just kind of adds to it a little bit. Now, we've got 2 more steps really. We've got lips and we have face paint. So I like doing the upper lip. I'll change it up from time to time. Sometimes I'll just do the upper lip, sometimes I'll do both. I prefer using a lip liner before going in with any stick or cream or liquid lip product. I currently do not have a lip liner in black, so we're just going to go in with the black liquid lipstick. This is literally one from Amazon. I don't even know the brand. It comes in a 3-pack. It's fine, it's okay. I would love recommendations for a liquid black lip because I need them. I'm just going to go in with the top lip, and I'm not going to be able to speak, so I'll be right back. And then I have to keep my mouth open until it dries. Face paint time, and I've mentioned these before. We've got the Snazzeroo face paints. I still think they're great. I think for the cost of them, you get a load of wear out of them. They stay on for ages, but also what I think helps let them stay on for ages is instead of wetting these with water, wet them with a setting spray. Maybe it's placebo, I don't know, but I find that it helps them last a little longer. So we're going to start with the gold first, because the gold is going to go on my face, and then we're going to paint my neck in black. I like to do a little star motif on my forehead. Sometimes I do a moon. I did a moon last time and I felt like there was too much moon. I had so much moon going on in my outfit. It was a bit overkill, so I'm just gonna like freehand a little star on my forehead. I might not be able to see it that much in this light because of how yellow it is, but I'll go into different lighting so you can see it a little better in a little bit. And last, but certainly not least, the black. I go in with, this is just a paintbrush, this isn't a face brush. This is literally a paintbrush. I will drench this and then go ham. Give myself a big old chin strap. I've just been rolling around in like swampy stuff, you know, casual Monday evening in Calavesa. And after all of that, we'll go in with the second spray of setting spray. I won't do it now because I'm not going anywhere. But that is all of my makeup. So let's go to a different spot so you can actually see it in better lighting. We have ended up in my bathroom. Apparently that is the best lighting. So we're gonna kind of go in a little bit. You can see the gold a little bit better. My skin is quite pale, so you can't quite see the star. If I do that, you can just about see the star. So yeah, that is the final makeup look for what I do for Celine in Wintermark. I hope that's been interesting or fun, just to like get some more chatting. Just me waffling about random stuff in the background, you know, casual. From here, I'll just add all my accessories. Obviously, I would be dressed a little differently because, you know, Wintermark isn't too familiar with Panic at the Disco, I don't think. It looks so weird being dressed normally, and then, hang on, let me just put you up a second. I look very strange right now when it comes to the clothes, but we're gonna ignore that. We're just here for the makeup. Makeup only. Okay, well, thank you for stopping by and watching me be really unhinged for, well, I'm filming for almost an hour now. Ultimately, I think it's always worth trying different things with makeup on the field. For me, the priority is longevity and ease of application because my character wears a lot of makeup. So the easier I can make it on myself to get ready. Obviously, I'd be quicker than today because I wouldn't be yapping to you guys on camera or sorting things out. So typically I'll be able to do this in from 20 minutes depending on how everything goes, because sometimes the eye makeup and the face paint just do not want to cooperate. I'm really excited for E3, which is next week. And just as a reminder, there will be no Hots and Nots until after E3 because I combined the two for the fact that it's summer and they're a month apart, so I just usually combine the Hots and Nots for E2 and E3 together. But please let me know what other LARP related content you would like to see on this channel. I obviously don't have a lot of stuff at the moment. I have mostly Empire related stuff. I would love to go and explore other LARPs next year. This year has just been an absolute nightmare to try and find the time and the weekend space to do it. Life gets in the way. But I'm hoping that next year some opportunities might open up and I'll be able to go explore different LARPs around the UK. So yeah, let me know if there's anything else that you'd like to see in the meantime. If I don't see you in the next video, I'll see you at Anvil. See you later, guys.